Hello students, now we will learn preparation of account current by means of product of balances method. This method is in case of banks. Okay, this method is also known as periodic balance method and it is usually adopted by the banks where balancing is done after every transaction. आपल्याला माहिती आहे की आपल्या प्रत्येक ट्रान्झॅक्शनवर आपल्याला काय इंटरेस्ट मिळणार किंवा नाही हे अवलंबून असतं. त्यामुळे ही मेथड बँक्समध्ये वापरली जाते, प्रोडक्ट ऑफ बॅलन्सेस मेथड. ओके, इन दिस केस द नंबर ऑफ डेज रिटर्न अगेन्स्ट ईच ट्रान्झॅक्शन्स आर द डेज काउंटेड फ्रॉम डेट ऑफ ट्रान्झॅक्शन, दॅट इज इट्स डेट or due date of transaction to the date of following transaction, means next transaction. From the date of transaction we have to calculate number of days till the next date of transaction. Understood? ट्रान्झॅक्शनच्या तारखेपासून पुढच्या ट्रान्झॅक्शनच्या तारखेपर्यंतचे दिवस मोजून पुढे एंटर केले जातात आणि प्रोडक्ट्स काढण्यासाठी अमाऊंटला त्या डेजनी मल्टिप्लाय केलं जातं. इन केस ऑफ लास्ट ट्रान्झॅक्शन द नंबर ऑफ डेज इज काउंटेड टू द क्लोज ऑफ पिरियड. ऑब्वियसली क्लोजिंग पिरियड जो असतो, क्लोजिंग डेट जी असते तिथपर्यंत डेज कॅल्क्युलेट केले जातात. सो नाव वी विल सॉल्व some problems of this method. This method is very interesting. We can understand banking point of view of accounting by solving this method. So let's start. So this is the first problem. See the problem. On 2nd January, Vinod opened a current account with Allahabad Bank Limited and deposited a sum of rupees 30,000 into bank. This is his first transaction with the Allahabad Bank. He further deposited the following amounts. Deposits and withdrawals of Mr. Vinod are given here. On 15th January, he deposited rupees 12,000. Then on 15th Feb, he has withdrawn rupees 26,000. Then in March, he has deposited rupees 8,000 and on 10th April, there is withdrawal of rupees 30,000. On 10th May, again he deposited rupees 16,000 into bank and on 15th June, again a withdrawal is there of rupees 14,000. We have to show Vinod's account in the ledger of Allahabad Bank. म्हणजे बँकेकडे विनोदचा अकाउंट कसा मेंटेन केला आहे आपल्याला दाखवायचं आहे. इंटरेस्ट इज टू बी कॉम्प्युटेड ॲट 5% ऑन डेबिट बॅलन्सेस अँड 2% ऑन क्रेडिट बॅलन्सेस. द अकाउंट इज टू बी प्रिपेअर्ड ॲज ऑन 30th June, मीन्स वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट अप टू 30th June. प्रिपेअर द अकाउंट अप टू 30th June. कॉम्प्युटेशन मे बी मेड करेक्ट टू द नियरेस्ट टू पी. ऑब्वियसली राऊंड ऑफ करायचं आहे आपल्याला. सो लेट स्टार्ट सॉल्विंग दिस प्रॉब्लेम नाव. सो in this problem, method of calculating days is totally different. As we have discussed earlier, we have to calculate number of days from each date of each transaction date to next transaction date. Keep it in mind. Okay, so here they told us that on 2nd January Vinod opened a current account with a sum of rupees 30,000. So first 2nd January, next transaction is on 15th January. So we have to calculate days from 2nd January to 15th January. Then third transaction is on February 15. So from January 15 to February 15. Next transaction is on 12th March. So February 15 to 12th March. Next transaction is on April 10th. So we have to calculate days from April 12th to March 12th to April 10th. Next transaction is on May 10th. So we have to calculate days from April 10th to May 10th. Then next transaction is on June 15th. So we have to calculate days from May 10th to June 15th. And then last transaction date is 30th June. So we have to calculate days from June 15 to June 30. So here we will do the working and here we will calculate number of days. This method is related to banks बँकेशी रिलेटेड असल्यामुळे आपल्याला अशा पद्धतीने डेज कॅल्क्युलेट करायला लागतात. याच्यामधलं लॉजिक असं आहे की जानेवारी 2ला अकाउंट उघडल्यानंतर मिस्टर विनोदचे 30,000 रुपीज 15 जानेवारीपर्यंत तसेच होते. सो he has to get interest on that amount from 2nd January to January 15. त्यानंतर he has deposited rupees 12,000 on 15th January. So on 15th January he has deposited some amount, and that amount was as it is till 15th Feb. So he has to get interest on that total amount. So we have to calculate number of days from that date. Okay, so in each transaction we have to calculate days from date of transaction to next transaction date. Okay, keep it in mind this. Now let's calculate actually the number of days. See here, from January 2nd to January 15. Okay, so 13 days, no need of working. Now from January 2nd, second transaction is on 15th January. So from January 15th we have to calculate till the next transaction date, which is February 15. Okay, so remaining days of January, that is 16 days of January and 15 days of February. So total number of days 31. From February 15 to March 12. So from February 15 to March 12, 13 days of February plus 12 days of March, that is 25 days. From March 12 to April 10, so from March 12 means 19 days of remaining 19 days of March and 10 days of April, so total days 29. Now April 10 to May 10, so 20 days of April plus 10 days of May, that is 30. 10th May to June 15 means remaining 21 days of May and June 15 days of June, so it is 36. And from January 15 to June 30, so number of days 15. In this way we have to calculate number of days in this method, that is product of balance method. And now here we will prepare Vinod current account with Allahabad Bank Limited. Okay, now see, the columns are different than the product method. These are the columns. See here, date, particulars, debit credit, debit or credit, net balance amount, number of days as per our calculation. Debit products means amount in debit column into number of days, and credit products means amount in credit column into number of days. Understood? Now let's start. First entry will be on January 2nd because Vinod has opened a current account at that date with the Allahabad Bank Limited, and he has deposited a sum of rupees 30,000. So here by cash account, amount credited to Vinod's account is 30,000. Okay, so here ultimate amount in credit column, net balance is 30,000 कारण अजून काही ट्रान्झॅक्शन झालेलं नाही. Number of days as per our calculation 13. So dash in debit product 13 into 30,000, that is 3,90,000. Okay, now next entry is on January 15th. So January 15th, see, on 15th January he has deposited rupees 12,000. So by cash account, again debit dash credit 12,000, ultimate result is credit amount. Total credit amount is now 30,000 plus 12,000, 42,000, and number of days 31. Okay, so dash in debit column and let's do the multiplication. It is 13 lakhs 2,000, 42,000 into 31, 13 lakhs 2,000. Understood? In this way we have to complete all the transactions. Next transaction is on February 15th. Vinod has withdrawn rupees 26,000 from his account. So on February 15th, to self, he has debited rupees 26,000 from his account. Okay, but credit amount is 42,000 and he has debited rupees 26,000, so ultimate result is credit, and he has 16,000 rupees credit. That is, still there is balance of rupees 16,000 in his account. Understood? Now number of days 25. Again multiplication. It is 4 lakhs. Sorry, 16,000 into 25. It is 4 lakhs. After February 2nd, the entry of 12th March. Again on 12th March he has deposited rupees 8,000. So March 12. हे खूप इंटरेस्टिंग आहे बघा. आपण सॉरी, he has deposited, so I have to write by cash account. हे खूप इंटरेस्टिंग आहे. आपल्याला बँकेचे अकाउंट कसे ठेवले जातात हे कळतं. By cash account 8,000. Ultimate result is credit. He has 16,000 and now he has deposited rupees 8,000. So total credit amount is 24,000. And number of days on March 12 to April 10, it is 29. So 29 into 24,000. It is 6,96,000. Okay. Now next entry after March 12, entry of April 10, withdrawal of rupees 30,000. So April 10 परत त्यांनी पैसे काढलेले आहेत. यावेळेला त्यांनी 30,000 रुपीज काढलेले आहेत. सो 30,000. Now here total amount, total balance of his account was 24,000 and he has withdrawn rupees 30,000. So 6,000 debit balance will be there, negative balance will be there, and days 30. So multiplication of 6,000 into 30, it is 1,80,000 debit dash in credit column. हे डेबिट प्रोडक्टमध्ये येतील कारण आता बॅलन्स डेबिट झालेला आहे. अंडरस्टूड? आता आफ्टर एप्रिल 10th May अगेन डिपॉझिटेड सम अमाउंट. सो May 10th by cash account he has deposited rupees 16,000 again. So now his debit balance was rupees 6,000. He has deposited rupees 16,000. So clear credit balance will be 10,000 rupees. Debit balance will be adjusted with credit balance and clear credit balance is 10,000 and number of days 36. Okay, so multiplication, that is product 3,60,000 credit. After May 10th, June 15th, again withdrawal. So to self, he has withdrawn 14,000 rupees, so debited 14,000. Credit balance was 10,000, he has debited 14,000, so ultimate debit balance will be 4,000, means negative balance. Days 15, so debit balance will be 60,000 now. Products will be 60,000 now. Okay, this is very interesting. We can understand transactions of bank or banks डिटेल अकाउंट्स कीपिंग हिअर. बँक आपल्या इंटरेस्ट कसा देते किंवा कसा क्रेडिट करते ते आपल्याला या ट्रान्झॅक्शन्समधून कळतं. अँड नाव interest, we have to calculate interest. They told us that interest is to be computed at 5% on the debit balance and 2% on credit balance. Okay, so on June 30th, by interest account, interest we have to show by interest account. Now I will show one more working note to you here. First we will do the addition. Credit products total is 31,48,000. And debit products total is 2,40,000. Now we will calculate interest on these amounts. See this working. Interest on credit products will calculate. Credit product total 31,48,000 and interest on credit products 2%. Rate is given 2%. Okay, so therefore 31,48,000 into 2% into 1/365. So it is 172.49. Okay, now interest on debit products at 5%. Interest on debit product at 5%. So 2,40,000 into 5%, that is 5/100 into 1/365. It is 32.876, means 32.88. 32.88. Okay, so net interest we have to calculate. Net interest is equal to 172.49 minus 32.88. So the difference is 139.61. Okay, so we have to credit the interest. We can do the round figure, 140 rupees. We will credit the interest rupees 140 in his account. So here by interest credited 140. Okay, debit balance was 4,000. As bank has credited 140 rupees interest, debit will be reduced but balance will remain debit only. So 3860, 4,000 debit, 140 credit, so ultimate balance is debit 3869. Okay, in this way we have to calculate interest. And now balance on June 30 by balance carried down. Balance is 3860. Tally here debit and credit. Debit total is 70,000. Credit total is 66,140. So the balance is 3860. Okay, 3860. This is the total. In this way, debit is tallied with credit and the balance is 3860. In this way, we have to prepare current account with the bank by using product of balance method. Now solve this problem in your notebook, and if there is any doubt you can ask. This is a very interesting method